Hey everyone, I'm Rod and Todd, a professional YouTuber who makes professional videos, and this is a review of Transformers Legacy Evolution Voyager class Lio Prime. I'm probably going to call him Lio Convoy several times, because Lio Prime is just a trademarked version of Lio Convoy, so, I'm just going to keep calling him Lio Convoy. Sounds better. But anyway, Lio Convoy is based off of the Japanese original character from Beast Wars 2, the Japanese exclusive Beast Wars spin-off show. And we just got some leaked listings recently that apparently Tasmanian Kid from Beast Wars 2 is also going to be coming out sometime in 2024, which means we'll at least have two Beast Wars 2 characters, which is really nice. So Lio Prime, Lio Convoy, as he's called in Japan, is basically he's the leader of the Maximal team from Beast Wars 2, and this is the first American release of Lio Convoy that isn't just a redeco of some other figure. Which means I don't have to go out of my way to get the Masterpiece one now. Yay! So Lio Convoy turns into a white lion, very bright white. You see also some red sticking out from the robot mode, with a big golden mane. Something people have been complaining about is he has kind of these big gold eyes with no pupils, which makes him look a little soulless. It did look kind of strange in his first reveal, but now that I have him in hand, I don't really think it looks as bad as some people say it does. Yeah, it is still kind of strange, but honestly, you don't really notice it most of the time. I do like the golden mane. That is some very nice sculpting on that. You see all the individual little hairs in there. It's very, very nice. Got a tiny little tail at the back. He does have articulation in beast mode, as he is, beast former. You move his front legs, like so. I guess what, at the hip and the knee, I suppose. I don't know what's the equivalent there. And the back, it's limited here, however, he does have a bit of posability here, as well as ankle pivots in the back. He also has an opening jaw. Doesn't open very far, but that is a nice touch. Lion mode is really, really good. It does have a few issues, like in the back, you can totally see that just his robot mode legs hanging out back there, and as with every single beast former, I can never seem to get him to stand straight. Arg. Okay, there. However, I do think it's a really good lion mode. It looks very, very good, especially the head looks very nice. A lot of detail on there. And the bright white absolutely pops. It's certainly unique. So, I'd say it's a pretty decent lion mode. Definitely on par with the other Beast Wars characters you've been getting from Kingdom and from Legacy. And I'm kind of glad that Hasbro isn't just stopping at the Season 1 Beast Wars cast and moving on. We've gotten Transmetal 2 Megatron, we've gotten Lio Convoy from Beast Wars 2, there's been some listings, the aforementioned Tasmanian Kid, also from Beast Wars 2, but listings for Beast Wars Silverbolt and Tigerhawk, which is really nice. I really do like what this Legacy line is putting forward. It really is doing everything now. It's filling in some holes in G1 that still kind of needed to be filled from the War for Cybertron trilogy, but then the rest of it, man, it's all over the place. This is cool. But anyway, I'm kind of rambling here, so let's just get this guy transformed. The transformation is kind of on par with the rest of the Beast Wars figures, if I'm being honest. Really, really, really panely. Yay. So let's start by straightening out the legs. Rotating. Oh, wait, no. Those stay where they are, I think. Rotate the angles around. Just get that out of the way. Undoing the back. It's in several sections. The mane is one piece. I guess I should say lion's butt is one piece. If I can get it unpegged, it would be nice. And that popped out the hinge. Beautiful. Okay, there. And I got that part too. There's one more, and then the mane. This piece also comes with it. Then you're going to want to split these out to the side and pull this whole assembly out. Actually, you do rotate the ankles around. You do rotate that around, pull the legs down, and flip out these heel struts so I don't forget. It does include a nice little ridge on the back too if you're like me and you have short fingernails. It's really nice. Then you're going to want to pull the whole bottom of the lion belly down, flip out the head, rotate this piece around, and close it back up. Rotate this piece, or these pieces there. Make sure this is all out of the way. Fold these down, and that forms a chest. You want to rotate the arms around, make sure it doesn't pop off a little socket here. Then the fist swings out from the side. And you're going to want to position the lion legs so that it's just kind of positioned like that. Then, my favorite part of the transformation, you have to swing the entire back simile around. It's all on one little pivot. If I can get it to work with me here. It's kind of like a Legacy Transmetal Megatron with how the whole arm assembly swings up at the same time. It's really nice. Flip in the lion mode tail, then this piece pegs in the back. If I can get it. The lion mane rotates up, this one rotates up, and then this one pegs in somewhere. Or does it even peg in at all? I don't know. That forms the back. Then you just kind of gotta situate these, form the shoulders, and you're pretty much done. It's a complicated transformation. A lot of panels, a lot of stuff. Really the whole back of the lion being one kind of piece. It separates to a million little smaller pieces. I think it works. It's just not ideal. It's doable. Give him the stand. Okay, there you go. So here's Lio Convoy in his robot mode. I don't know how good the lighting is. But let's talk articulation. He has a ball joint at the head to move his head left and right and up and down. So a little swivel there too. Universal joint at the shoulders to move his arm out. And well, not really all the way around. You can move the big shoulder pieces out of the way. You kind of get more movement, which is nice. So there's that. Bend at the elbow, swivel at the elbow. He does not have a wrist swivel, unfortunately. Waist swivel, very tight on mine. Universal joint at the hip, so you can move his legs out, forward, and back. It looks like he has a swivel at the thigh here, however, it's actually more down here, which is awkward. Bend at the knee, and swivel at the ankle. So, in a way, his articulation is relatively up to par, but at the same time kind of weirdly limited, primarily just due to the big shoulders. And that, like, seriously, why is he so hard to stand up? Okay. Accessory-wise, his accessories are a little weird. It comes with these 4 teeny tiny little guns. 2 of these ones, which are shorter and have bigger handles, and 2 of these ones, which are more slender, longer, and have these tiny little rectangular handles. You can just put these in his hand if you want to give him these dinky little guns. I can't really seem to get the rectangular ones in, but you can do that with the 5mm round pegs. However, the instructions do give you a ton of different configurations for these if you want to have alternate display options, I suppose. Let's see if I can remember how to do any of these. So, the first one, you can fold out this piece on the top of the lion mane and attach these ones here. And then take the rectangular peg ones, attach them to these little rectangular pegs on the side. And if you want, you can do that. I believe this is the closest you're going to get to Lio Convoy's, was it the Lion Typhoon attack, I think it was called. The original Lio Convoy toy had the ability to unfold his lion mane into this big shoulder-mounted buzzsaw fan of death weapon. which this toy cannot do that, unfortunately, which kind of is unfortunate because he is one of kind of his defining features. However, you can do this. I'd say it's a close enough substitute. I still wouldn't really display him like this now. That's one option for you. Another one, you can fold out these pieces. You can attach guns there if you really want. And something else that's on the back of the box is its Evo Fusion gimmick, which I still don't really understand what an Evo Fusion really is. You can fold the front legs of the Lio mode out, and then he has these little claws I can fold out there. And you can have these big arm claw thingies if you really want that. That's kind of a nice little weapon, I suppose. That's kind of cool. It's integrated into the robot like that. Personally, though, I think this figure has some of the best weapon storage of any Transformer I've seen. I don't really talk about weapon storage very often, however, it mentions this in the instructions. I really like this because it does a very good job of storing the weapons. You can fold out his back piece like this, and the slender guns attached to these rectangular pegs here. And there's also a rectangular peg here that tabs into a rectangular slot on the base of the gun as well, so you can get it. Kind of a tight fit. That way it's really okay. Okay, so this might take a while. There we go. You do that with both of them. Just kind of load that into the back. There you go. And then just kind of fold that away, and then fold out the top of the main, like I showed off earlier. And then you put the bigger guns in here, and then you just completely fold up with the guns inside. That is kind of my preferred method to keep the guns somewhere. I don't really like the look of them with these dinky little weapons. I feel like Lio Convoy is one of those characters who kind of has that presence that sort of doesn't need guns to look cool. And so yeah, I just kind of prefer to store them like that. I think it's the best option, at least for me. But you can do whatever works for you, and there's probably a million other ways to store those little things somewhere. Oh yeah, and also, as an added extra feature, you can open up his chest, and it has the matrix inside, or the Energon matrix. This isn't the matrix of leadership like Optimus Prime has. This is the Energon matrix, I believe. I don't know. Don't really know much about the Japanese Transformers stuff, but you know, that is a really, really nice feature. It would have been cool if this is one of the ones that are opening hands. However, I guess, I don't know, this makes up for it. And I believe it's a blast effect peg on there too, if you want to have him firing something out of that, which is really nice. That is just a sweet little touch. So, Lio Convoy, really great in some areas, not that great in others, honestly. His aesthetic, I'd say in both modes, is fantastic. Robot mode looks very, very nice, very, very much like how he is in the cartoon. It does have a bit of mess back here if you turn it around, but I mean, you know, whatever. With some really great weapon storage and a lot of different display options, which is really nice. Lion mode, a lot of people thought it looked kind of weird at first, but honestly, I think it looks pretty good. It really does a pretty good job of selling you Lio Convoy. I would have preferred to have kind of the funny little cartoon face like it had in the original anime, but you know, whatever. I do kind of like how they made it fit in with the rest of your Beast Wars guys. His transformation is kind of all over the place. It's good in some places, like I like the way the chest comes together. That's really nice, but in other places, it's just this whole assembly on his back is kind of a mess to deal with. His articulation is strangely lacking in a few places. Like, he doesn't have wrist swivels. Do you think this would be one of those figures they want to make sure they give him everything? And his legs are weirdly limited. Like, his swivels are down here instead of up here, even though it looks like there would be a swivel right there. However, I don't know. I'd say this figure is mostly decent. I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. Positives are looks great, great weapon storage, and I mean, he's Lio Convoy, man. Like, what else are you going to do? Cons, kind of a weird transformation, and not as much articulation as I'd like him to have. However, I'd say overall, if you manage to find this guy and you're a fan of Beast Wars, you should definitely pick him up. Even if you don't know much about the Japanese side of things, I'd say this guy would make a great addition to your maximal team. So anyway, that is my review of Legacy, Evolution, Lio Prime, Lio Convoy, whatever it is you want to call him. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like, subscribe, comment, anything to get the algorithm going. So, thank you for watching, and this has been Rod and Todd signing off.